Hello, works in progress. Okay, today's video is going to be regarding my words to lift by. Today's word is discipline. And I don't mean discipline in the way of disciplining oneself or behavioral. I mean self-discipline as far as controlling what you do. And I found a great definition that I'm going to share. And let me read that. The ability to control one's feelings and overcome one's weaknesses. The ability to pursue what one thinks is right despite temptations to abandon it. Now, if we break this down when it comes to what we all do, when you get the temptation to abandon things, sometimes that could be failure, it could be feeling weak, maybe not getting a PR, maybe not accomplishing what you accomplished last week. Self-discipline is what creeps in along with that to keep you going. It's not necessarily a motivation thing. It's more about how you're carrying yourself and what you're doing that you think is right to do. It's not about finding strength in others and copying that or finding something to do that, might pump you up. So with that in mind, what I'm going to say is these things can be built and you can help yourself with self-discipline. First, practice daily because it's important to put it into a routine where it's almost like a habit. Another way is to trust the people around you or find people you trust, whether it's coaches, friends, or mentors. Get rid of the toxic people that are out there that might knock that discipline down a notch, and then you'll be able to rise above and raise your standards even higher. Another thing I think people may not be aware of when it comes to self-discipline, you've got to have clear goals. And it doesn't have to be a roadmap for 25 things. It can be one thing at a time, but here's an example. If you want to create better self-discipline, instead of saying, I want to grow a bigger chest, well, let's break that down so that you can actually apply principles to discipline yourself. What do you want to create a bigger chest for? What's it about? Where do you want this growth to be? Is it in the upper pec region? Is it in the middle, where you want more definition of separation? Is it the lower, where maybe the decline? Then you apply that to your workout and you use discipline to keep those movements going to get more out of it. Another thing that I think is important is you have to know your strengths and weaknesses. If you can start identifying where you're weak, and this works both emotionally and physically, as far as things that, may be a trigger for you, weakness-wise, that you can overcome. Also, the strength side of it, if you have certain strengths, compare with others, and if you guys share strengths, you'll find more camaraderie, and this is where the mentorship and the coaching comes in. You help one another, and that becomes more important through time, especially as you get into intermediate and advanced stages. And I think Plato said it best, the first and best victory is to conquer one's self. So just think about discipline factors in your life and how you're approaching things. See what you can do to improve your self-discipline, and I guarantee you, if you do it in the gym, it will roll into other areas of your life without you even realizing it at first. So it's a great thing to start paying attention to.